Hi everyone and hi Sir Louie. I am Shamira G. Tatay from grade 12 Bilis, and for today's video, I am going to discuss or share to you my learning and understanding about the Quarter 1, Module 1 entitled The Meaning and Process of Doing Philosophy. So, let's go! To begin this lesson, we must first understand the words from Plato's Apology, and I will be the one to answer the question posted below. The unexamined life is not worth living. So, in my own opinion, and as a student, I agree with this statement, since choosing and understanding one's own thoughts and perspective is the most important aspect of life. It allows us to define and elaborate on the meaning of our existence, as well as what we can do and what we will do. We are also capable of learning significant aspects of life without being ignorant or unaware of them. Furthermore, I believe that gaining knowledge is one of the most easy or steps toward living in exam life. It facilitates in delivering of love, hatred, generosity, and joy at the appropriate time, placed to the appropriate people or stakeholders. It aids in the development of faith, learning, and improvement. Lastly, life isn't worth living if we don't think about it. Life isn't worth living if we don't think about it, so we should always focus on the positive aspects that might help us to live a better life. So, here we go. What is philosophy? Again, in my own understanding also, philosophy is the study or creation of theories about basic things such as the nature of existence, knowledge, and thought, or about how people should live. A philosophy is a particular set of ideas that a philosopher has, and in the given module, it was stated that the word philosophy comes from the two classical Greek words philos means love and sophia means wisdom. Therefore, philosophy is defined as a love of wisdom. However, philosophy as a term has no fixed meaning or definition. For the fact that once a word or term is being defined, it creates limitation and boundaries. Questions are more important than answer, because having the answer stop the process of doing the philosophy, while having the question lead us to wonder. The process of doing philosophy. Number 1 is the process of doing philosophy begins in wonder. In the module, it was stated that Plato's concept of the examined life reminds us of preparation before one can start the process of doing philosophy, which is looking back and reflect on the events that happened in the past. It is because this is the only way in which one become ready to face the present events without bias or prejudice. Doing philosophy also, or philosophical inquiry, means confronting the present events with wonder. And in my own understanding, wonder is connected to curiosity, our desire to know. It begins when we wonder about what otherwise is taken for granted or assumed to be true. In this score, I shall demonstrate how philosophy arises in the West when a number of Greeks begin to wonder about the nature of the universe and about the nature of reality and the gods. Number 2 is the process of doing philosophy, engage in reflection or thinking. And it was also said in the given module that philosophical reflection is a tool for doing philosophy. It deepens our understanding of ourselves, as well as our role and place in this world. Primary and secondary reflection therefore becomes necessary in the philosophical endeavor. As Marcel further claims, the encounter of primary and secondary reflection plays out in terms of presence and participation rather than assimilation. Both primary, I have, and secondary, I am, are a necessary philosophical process to confront or face any worldly situation. Yet, misinterpretation, of Marstall's concept of the primary I have and secondary I am reflections may lead to misuse of one's ability and even abuse to one's body. In summary, the primary reflection I have tries to compartmentalize the union of human experience. However, the function of secondary reflection I am is basically to unite and bring into the whole what was been destroyed. So, in my own understanding regarding to this statement, the use of philosophical reflection is important as it enables thought to be looked into using a deeper and holistic perspective. In effect, actions are directed towards greater sources of wisdom and truth. In the process of this, one can learn more about himself or herself, including personal beliefs, ideas, or values. Number 3 is the process of doing philosophy entails the formulation and evaluation of argument. And so the process of philosophical inquiry or doing philosophy requires a wondering or self-critic skill or ability. And as a child and as a student, doing philosophy is recollection of a true identity of a human person who has a wondering or questioning mind. And as a thinking being, a human person can reflect primary and secondary reflection, formulate an argument, and evaluate its soundness and validity. The last part of our discussion is getting to know the 3 great thinkers. Number 1 is Socrates. He is the father of Western philosophy. And number 2 is, what is Plato, known for in philosophy? Plato is also considered the founder of Western political philosophy. And number 3 is Aristotle. He is the founder of the systematic and scientific examination, the area of human knowledge, and he is also known as the man who knows everything. That would be all in the Module 1, Part 1, entitled The Meaning and Process Doing Philosophy. So again, I am Shamira Tatoy from grade 12 Bilis and keep safe.